Hey Scorpio, EverlongMystic here. So we're gonna get you a message. I wanted to use the Crow decks for this series. I don't really have a spread, but we have the Crow Tarot, Murder of Crows, and I do have the musical Alchemy of Astrology as well. Let's see what Scorpio needs to know. Scorpio. Ooh. We have a Sappho. I'll leave these turned over. Alright, so we're starting out with Sappho, the electrifying wordsmithery. Being truly human, evening bathing rituals, vocal aphrodisiacs, purring poetry. Alright. What is that? What is that called? Why is that word escaping me? It's like those ASMR, yeah. It reminds me of like ASMR. Whoa. What do you want to say? So it's the Six of Swords, but just with the way that the air currents are going here, it seems as if you're going in like a direction that's more difficult than, like it would be easy to go with the air, as like the wind, like the wind is at your face, not at your back. You know what I mean? So it seems like a directional struggle here. It's almost as if, like, you were seduced by a direction. And it's not the easiest way to go, but you're still trying to do it. And like someone had these beautiful words about a land far away, and you make the trek and go. What is the deal? It's like the cards just want to spit. Yeah, it's like, and even this Knight of Cups came out for Pisces, and it was like this long, weary trek, that Pisces had to make, but they were bound and determined. And as soon as they got to where the water met the land, they were relieved somehow. Like they no longer had to walk on eggshells. They didn't have to carry this delicate emotion with them any longer. And here it's like we've got the Four of Swords, and this crow is pooped, tired. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I've got to rest after all of this. And it's exhausting. Like, whatever this thing is that you're pushing forward through, even though there's a lot of pushback, kind of, it's exhausting. Oh, the Emperor. Check that out. Oh my gosh. This is quite a feat here. This is quite a feat, Scorpio. So, I don't know if you are doing something with Pisces, but, this is a major accomplishment here. Because not only, like, it's the Emperor, right? So you've got Aries energy here, but it's like above. Man, I don't know how to word this. I'm not saying you're above Aries, but like it's something more elevated. Like you've learned the lessons of Aries, and you have a truth that you stand on, your own personal truth, and it elevates you in a way that you can see from a much higher perspective. And I don't mean higher perspective than Aries. I mean than you before. You know what I mean? You're in a much more elevated position now. So it's as if the trek, this impossible trek, was worth it. It was worth it. Exhausting, but worth it. It puts you'll eventually get to this place where you have a lot more control over what happens to you. So here we have Moon in Aquarius, precipitous outpouring of love. Psychic fountain dancing, I love that. And I love the symbols together with the moon and the Aquarius. It looks like a shark's fin. You're just kind of swimming in there. So the music here is a climactic crescendo. It's funny because you're starting with this electrifying wordsmithery. It's almost like you need to be razzle-dazzled or something, Scorpio, to get moving. Is that the case? I don't know. Do you need to be razzle-dazzled? I mean, this feels like just like pure, like daydreaming in a way. Like with the psychic fountain dancing, like daydreaming in a way, but like, very pure daydreaming. Not the kind that gets you in trouble. Oof. Alright. We have Eight of Swords here. What kind of sticky mental mess, is this trying to tell us? What are you worried about? Such a dramatic change from this moon and Aquarius energy to the Eight of Swords. So we have the Page of Wands here. This Page of Wands isn't quite ready to make a move yet. Why the hesitation, Scorpio? It's like there's this hesitation here. And I don't know if it's because you're feeling mentally stuck or if it's because you don't want to be mentally stuck. I mean, I could see both being the case. And again, it's like it feels so different than this energy here. Like almost like this is the ultimate goal, right? Like because you're coming to this from a place of this emperor. It's very like much higher perspective, very accomplished, in control. Knowing that, you know, daydreams are possible. It's possible to have a dream come true, right? But then it's like, but then you worry about it and you overanalyze and you get to the point where you can't even make a move. I just feel like this is kind of like an underlying what could prevent this from, you know, being the dominant energy. Well, looky here. We have the Six of Wands again. So you have 6, 6. Opposite direction. This is like going back. Gosh, it almost feels like a warning, Scorpio. It feels like a warning. Like you like accomplished something really great up here. Like you even went against the wind, and even though there was pushback or obstacles or you know whatever, you made it. You made it to your destination, and you were exhausted. You got there, and all of these glorious possibilities are just swarming all around you, and then boom, here's how you can trap yourself. By being in your head too much. It can prevent you from taking the right actions. It can actually bring you backwards. Backwards. The boat is facing the wrong direction. And you see how still the waters are? Like, oh, it's easy going. It's actually very easy and not a lot of effort to go backwards, is it? Yeah, then you get stuck. You got this Four of Pentacles here, and it's like being stuck. It's like being stuck in some kind of stagnant position here. And like he almost looks a little bit like a Joker, like, joke's on you. This is how you trick yourself. This is how you foil, like drats, foiled again. But it could be you doing it to yourself. I mean, this is just like some kind of scenario that could play out if you allow yourself to get, like, to let your own thoughts trap you. Oh, okay. So we have filter here. This is a really cool card. So it's House 11, which is humanity, friends, community. And it says psychically sensitive truths. But it's like there is a softness to it. It's like it's sensitive, but what? Treading on eggshells. No way, I didn't realize it said that. Treading on eggshells. That's what you were doing before. Just like Pisces was. Okay, so knowing who truly cares, treading on eggshells, separate to remove. You're clearing a channel, banishing grits. This is advice. This right here is advice for this scenario here. If you find yourself in this, what could very well be a loop, like a stagnant loop. It's like how to banish the grit. How to clear up the channel. So you can have some psychic fountain dancing. Let's see here. You know, I like that this is like in the house of humanity, and you started off here, being like, one of the lines here is being truly human. That's a clue. So we have the Strength card here, and what I am getting from this Strength card is the distaste. The distaste on the lion's face. He's not happy. Like, he looks like he is kind of like complaining about something or expressing displeasure of some sort. And I think it's the way that he's being presented with the flowers here. Those flowers are not of his choosing. He's like crying out to be more of himself. Then we have, oh, look at that. So then we have the Ace of Wands, which is something, this Ace of Wands here is something tried and true. It has developed over time. Like, there's a sense of aging in this Ace of Wands, just like the gray clouds or water, maybe what this is, and the gray feathers on the, like, this is an old crow, right? Old crow, been around the block, knows a thing or two. It's not just passion or energy or movement or whatever. It's it's wise. There's a wisdom to this. So then we have Judgment. So we're kind of setting things free. I do like that the Judgment card is coming out here, because I feel like this is talking about the lion. Like, whatever false, like these roses would be like the grit, right? Like the lion wishes to remove these decorations because they're not really a part of him. Because he wants to be truly human, or his own self, or, you know what I mean? Or truly lion, or... And, yeah, so it's like you get this freedom from it. Ooh, Six of Cups. This is weird. It's not... I mean, I'm not necessarily getting like a nostalgic kind of vibe. I'm getting like something harvesty. It's weird. Like you see you've got one cup here that's all with this gold liquid, right? You've got all of these other cups that have the same old stuff in them. Same stuff. It's almost as if you did the same thing over and over and over and got the same results, and finally you incorporated some new ingredient, you know, and it's sunflowers, so maybe you added a little bit more joy in your life, happiness, sunshine, you know what I mean? But like you were able to do something different. So the past part of this card is the past attempts at something that all kind of turned out the same way. But because you were kind of getting back to your own humanity, really being your truly human self, it's like you were able to filter out the decorations, the things that weren't needed, gain wisdom, and you were free to incorporate new ingredients that were true to you. Very cool. All right, Scorpio. So this is your message. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Scorpio.